fight against the bedroom tax has exposed the cruelty at the heart of this government. We've weakened them, and together we can win this most significant fight against the cruel welfare reforms enacted by ruthless, greedy elites who know little and care nothing about the lives of ordinary people. And that's what we must do on the 5th of April. Welfare reform has caused misery for hundreds of thousands across the UK, ripping away the meagre basics needed to survive. The bedroom tax, hitting 650,000 people, most of them disabled. Cuts to housing benefits, uprooting families from their communities. Cuts to disability benefits, ESA, causing physical harm and death. Countless reforms, pushing people into hunger, stress, depression and despair. Attacking the most vulnerable, making vulnerable those who need not be. This must be stopped. It's also an attack on working people. Cuts to in-work benefits, tax credits, maternity allowance, and soon to be introduced universal credit that will threaten, punish and sanction workers the way that unemployed people are now. Trying to pit us against one another in a fight for the crumbs that fall from the tables of the wealthy. They wish us so desperate to work, for any pay and conditions. Our fear and insecurity to be channeled into blame and hatred. But this will not happen if we stop it. The incompetence of Ian Duncan Smith, the huge failure that is universal credit, that has cost hundreds of thousands of pounds already, delayed by years, rolled out to just a few thousand people. Welfare reform is one of this government's weakest areas. On the bedroom tax, the appeal wins, the unwillingness of councils to evict, Labour forced to commit to abolition, the effective end to the policy in Scotland, the unpopularity of the tax amongst the public. Our action has had impact. We have changed the terms of the debate. On the 5th of April, the first anniversary of welfare reform, we must act again, renew our efforts as a strong, united mass movement. In London, at One Hyde Park, the epitome of the injustice that is austerity.
30 seconds.
The world's most expensive flats stand empty, owned by ghosts in offshore tax havens. We bring our fight to the sickness at the heart of the neoliberal project. Unite Community shows our unions fighting on behalf of all people, on the issues that matter to them most. Together with the People's Assemblies, our combined power and strength, we can mobilise and lead in this fight and deliver the successes that we are capable of. And so we have called the action on the 5th of April against the bedroom tax, as we will not tolerate these attacks on our most vulnerable people. Because when we are united, we are strong. And we call on the People's Assembly groups, build with us. On April the 5th, stand beside us, and we will win.